Dirty Fingers.
TV.
Dirty Fingers.
Boom! What up, dude? Today we are back with a brand new video. Now, there is a brand new NYPD policy that's part of the rollout for the Quality of Life Division to keep New Yorkers safe. However, cyclists and e-bike riders agree for the first time ever. In this case, it's that they both feel that they're being unfairly targeted. And the NYPD is cracking down on bike riders who run red lights and stop signs, in addition to things like riding your bike in the wrong direction and or riding under the influence. It would make sense that someone could make that unfortunate decision to ride in the wrong direction if they were under the influence. If they're an adult and they're just that out of it and they're completely clear-headed, there's reason for concern. And this bill also covers reckless driving. So if you're riding your bike like a relatively normal human being and just stopping at stop signs and red lights and waiting for your turn to go, you're going to be just fine. But if you are breaking one of those laws, they are out to get you. And Commissioner Tisch claims that this is in response to one of the city's most pressing matters. I could think of a lot of things that are worse off the top of my head, but that's neither here nor there. Now, normally you'd receive a traffic ticket for a low offense violation, such as running a red light or a stop sign, and you could simply just pay it online. And that in itself already stings. But in addition to having to pay for a ticket, now you'll receive a criminal summons to appear in court in person. That's right, you get caught running a red light, running a stop sign, riding the opposite direction, having one too many, and then riding on your bike. Any of those offenses, or any of them combined. So now you are potentially missing out on a day of work to go appear in court so you can wait for your turn to be in trouble and have to pay money, and it's going to suck for you. So just imagine what that court situation is going to look like with a bajillion people coming in there for these very small offenses and completely jamming up the court. Not cool. So I totally understand how dangerous it is for people to be riding like idiots, basically, running red lights, stop signs, especially in heavy New York traffic. But in some cases, you might not even realize you hit a stop sign or a red light until you've already gone past it. So I feel sorry for people who genuinely made a mistake, who would then have to screw their whole day up and go into court. But for the people who are just constantly running red lights and constantly riding recklessly, I guess it's the actions of those people that's going to make everybody else have to pay, and that's super annoying. But if it's truly that out of control, I understand why the NYPD would want to stop this from happening. I can't imagine that it's the majority that are breaking the laws like this on a regular basis, but it's certainly possible. And I think it is pretty crazy to move this offense up to a criminal violation. That just seems really over the top for me for so many reasons. And one of those reasons is that this new policy would actually unfairly punish bike riders over cars. Meaning that if you run a red light or a stop sign in a car, you might get a ticket, but if you do the same thing on a bike, you'd have to appear in court. And to me, I feel like most people can agree that this doesn't make sense to force every bike rider that gets caught breaking one of these laws having to go to criminal court. That sends a really odd message to me. In addition, this could disproportionately impact immigrant delivery workers who rely on e-bikes for transportation. So this is putting everyday New Yorkers at risk of arrest, jail, and even deportation for what in some cases may be a simple mistake on a bike, just not happening to catch that stop sign as you blew by it, but nobody's around and everything's cool, except not for you. Now you gotta wreck your day and go to frickin' court, and then what? You get like told that you were bad and now you have to pay money? Just tell me I have to pay money and I'll pay it from the comfort of my home. But don't wreck my whole day over it and then also ruin my ability to make money on that day because it's probably a weekday when you have to be in court, but you also probably work on a weekday. Now you gotta ask for the day off. You gotta tell your boss, everything's cool, don't worry about it, I gotta be in court. And they're gonna be like, what did you do? And you're gonna say, I was talking to my friend and I blew through a stop sign and now I have to go to court over it. And they're gonna be like, that's insane. And you're gonna be like, that's incredibly correct. So to me, it's just basic common sense, in my opinion, that these violations don't warrant a physical visit to court. Now, it's also important to consider this. Crashes involving bike riders and pedestrians have killed 11 people since 2014. While on the other hand, drivers in cars have killed 1,359 people since 2014. So think about which one is the bigger problem. Is it bikes, unfortunately killing 11 people since 2014? Or is it cars, unfortunately killing 1,359 people since 2014? The numbers clearly speak for themselves, and it's not even remotely close. So to me, obviously, the punishment doesn't fit the crime, especially in comparison to a car, which is unquestionably more dangerous. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, and let me know what I should be thinking about this topic. Help me understand your point of view and why I should feel that way. Or if you don't care about any of this because you don't think you'll ever get caught running a red light and you don't care about the fact that your actions put other people's lives at risk. So I'm not feeling it. I can tell you right now it's going to be a complete disaster. There's going to be a bajillion people clogging up the court system. It's going to be a huge headache. You're going to have people in there because they accidentally ran a red light right next to people who are accused of doing insanely horrible things. It's going to get weird. It doesn't make sense. Why is there a war on e-bikes in New York City? I'm not feeling that. Also, check out my video on future New York City laws, which include license and registration. That's a good one. And if you're interested in a brand new e-bike, please check out the brand new Aventon Soltera 2.5 in the Baja mint green colorway. I've got a link in the description. If you're interested in the bike, please remember to use that link. That just helps to support my channel. I've also got a review video on that bike. On the flip side, if you're interested in a more gravel style e-bike, check out the Ride1Up Roadster V3. It's a class 3 e-bike with the throttle and a top speed of 28 miles per hour. That one's a dope bike as well. And if you stuck with me until the end of this video, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next ride. Oh!
If you want a new electric bike, use my links and discount codes in the description below. Also, please like, subscribe, and say what's up in the comment section below. Check out another video right here, and check out another video right here. You decide, you're the boss.
Boom.
Perfect.